Good morning, everyone. This is your fellow American, Dr. Afro, here in the beautiful sights of his home city, San Francisco. And as you can see, the view is spectacular this morning on Wednesday, February 9th. Now, I am here again to take care of some business with my hard drive. And I have a laptop, which is a netbook, and I have to bring the mechanically dysfunctional 2.5 size hard drive to my friend, my good colleague, originally from Chicago, to make sense of it and to repair it, but without the price of a clean room, which would charge you a minimum $700-900, maybe up to even $2,500 if you needed emergency service. They consider to be within a day. This is the new 2.5 hard drive. Hopefully to migrate the data from the bad hard drive to the good new hard drive. This is the intention to do this morning. Now, if this were all flash, like a lacy or faster flash drive memory that could, with the problem with flash memory is that they're not reliable in that they degrade, the degradation, and also flash memory tends to die out after a few years or maybe even less. Only some of the more advanced SSDs or solid state media they have recently made somewhere in Europe that can last 10 years, hopefully. That's the problem, is that they're not as reliable as the magnetic hard drives. But anyway, this is the new, and this is the dysfunctional. And my purpose this morning is to transfer the dysfunctional, to fix the dysfunctional and to transfer the data to the good one. Now, if it were all flash and things were in the cloud, you wouldn't have to go through that. All you would have to do is to simply drag and drop your data and migrate it from one source to the other. The ramifications is for those who don't have the expertise, in addition to those who are just novices like myself or laymen. This will save them a lot of time and a lot of money, as opposed to trying to cry out to a clean room or a repair center, which wants minimum $900-700, at the lowest maybe $500, but usually $700 to $900, up to upwards of $1,500 and above if you need it in less than 3 days. And most people in Dr. Afro's category, most people do not have that kind of money. So Dr. Afro is on the way to take care of it. And what he wants to point out is, if you look at this phone, which can hold a micro SD card, a specification exists, SXDC, by the SD Card Association. It is already available. A specification exists and the ability to manufacture micro SD cards up to 1 terabyte, maybe even 2 terabytes. Minimum 256 gigabytes. So you look at these hard drives I showed you, which are 120 or 160 gigabytes each, and you think about a micro SD card that fits on your finger tip. That could be 256 gigabytes. Which would you prefer to deal with, or a CF card? The specification, folks, already exist. No one's really aggressively manufacturing it besides the Israeli company, which is called SanDisk. Company originally created by Israeli geniuses or technological savants that are dominating flash memory manufacture. Now, if this could be distributed over the populace and allow people with rudimentary skills to be involved in flash memory manufacture, that would be a paradigm change. And to spread out, divvy the profits among people to give them employment. We need it, folks. Data needs to be migrated. And you look at these, each one 160 gigabytes. And the box, the good gentleman who sent me the replacement drive, he had to package it, he had to box it, he had to wrap it, and all of that. Whereas a simple flash, you can just slip it right into your pocket or something the size of your finger. Just put it in a little miniature envelope or whatever, or casing, and it's gone. Like the Steve Jobs iPad original kudo of sending the iPad in a manila envelope. That type of shipping scenario. That would be lovely, as opposed to these boxes and the paper and all the wastage. So Dr. Afro is on his way for another laborious session of trying to save data. And it's probably, I think it's after 9 in the morning. It's about 9:37 on February the 9th, on Wednesday. And let's see where we go from here.